We had him in front of us. All of a sudden, they just ran off.
Oh, you got him?
Yeah, I got him. I mean, blew, slammed through him, and stuck in the ground. Thank you very much, Muzzy. Look at that. Golly day.
We'll go visit the Capitol.
Congratulations.
1, 2, 3.
My cameraman had a tag.
Give me some of
We made it to Kentucky. How come we can't hunt in here? It's like 62 degrees in
It's
here.
hot out there. That's the buck I want you to shoot.
I think we found a winner, folks.
I've got a bunch of this out and a little bit of corn. Just pour the rest of this out. Feels like it's opening day on the sun.
I've spent the last few days hunting this big velvet 10. Now Steve knows where these deer are bedding and that they're hitting his Whitetail Institute food plot every night, but in early September, it's all about being in the stand the night that buck decides to get up and move before dark.
Also, these deer have a million choices of trails to go down to get to these food plots. So this time of the year when it's 100 degrees out and impossible to stay scent free, you better have something to draw them in on the right wind side of your tree and get them in bow range. And these deer are loving this apple obsession.
Ready. The nocturnal down there blew right through him with that new Muzzy Trocar. Man, my first Kentucky bluegrass buck. Steve's been telling us about this deer. He's had him on trail. He just showed up, what, a week ago? Something like that. And we've been trying the last few days to get in front of this deer, and it's hot. We're sweating. It's crazy. But Steve kept telling us that deer was in here. We pulled out all the stops. Some Whitetail Institute, apple obsession, some acorn obsession, and sure enough, we got him to come out finally last night. Nick was like, it's getting dark. But the deer, he just was staying quartered to me just enough, and there's one limb. I had to wait for him to come out, and then when he did, I drew my bow for like 2 minutes, and I just refused to take that shot. I just couldn't force myself with that quartering to me. He's either gonna walk off, or he's gonna give me that shot that you saw the nocturnal blow through with a muzzy on the front.
Oh, you got him?
Yeah, I got him. Come on in here, we're gonna climb down and put the light on the camera and we'll go get him together. Lifesaver right there. We got him.
Good job.
That's what you like to see. I mean, blue slammed through him and stuck in the ground. Blood immediately. Thank you very much, Muzzy. It's gonna be fun because it's thick.
Yeah.
He ran off and it sounded like he straight down that way. Just sounded like he just ran into the tree. Oh, look at it, it's blowing and going. Man, you gotta love a blood trail like that. There he is. I told you he hit a tree, didn't I? Heck yeah. Look at that. Beautiful. Golly day. Look at that. That is cool. Biggest bow kill and the closest to a velvet buck I've killed. I mean, he's all in, but it's starting to fall. He's got a good spread on him. I am absolutely pumped. That's why we came to Kentucky. Right there.
Welcome to the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife Harvest Check-in System.
I know I've said it 100 times, but I appreciate it. All the hard work. We got to give Steve all the credit. He's the one that's been watching these deer, told us they were there, knew if we stuck with it, this was going to happen. Inside Outdoors TV in Kentucky, once again, bringing it home in velvet. Our buddy JC, who's the executive director of the Kentucky Magistrates and Commissioners Association, has something pretty cool planned for us at the capital of the Bluegrass State.
We're gonna go see what JC does for a living. We're gonna go visit the Capitol. Come on in, guys. The water's fine. Tim and Ellen? Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
That's how you know when they're important rooms, because the doors are tall.
12 foot.
I'm used to going in the 4-foot doors.
Turkey blinds.
Yeah, yeah.
Allison, this is Tim and Ella.
Hi.
Tim.
Very nice to meet you.
Graham, Secretary of State. Nice to meet
Oh,
you.
nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for coming into Kentucky.
Well, thank you
I
for
hope
having
you had
us.
a good time.
We did
I heard
good.
you already got your first deer.
I did.
And how many points?
10.
We got a picture.
You did better than Noel. Oh. Very nice.
He was nice too.
You did well. Are you trying to take credit for that?
No, I cropped Tim out.
Tim, what we do, we watch over all the businesses that operate here in the state, also watch over all the elections. So this is our business office, and all these wonderful ladies help to watch over. We have over 700,000 businesses registered, about 200,000 of which are active.
Seems like they should be doing more for all those.
Yeah, we're just very efficient. We're very efficient, and we don't like to see the phones ringing off the hooks. That means something's going wrong. Everybody, they come in, we let them make their own seal. Push, there you go. And so that's the official seal of the Commonwealth of Kentucky.
Did I pass?
Yes, you did a great job. Great impression. And you'll see that on the
No
flag.
pun intended.
No, correct. So it's my honor. I have the privilege here in the state to, again, watch over all the acts of the governor. And one of those is to help bestow the honor of being Kentucky Colonels. So congratulations very much to you, very much. On behalf of the governor, it's my honor to help bestow this honor. And as a colonel, it just means that you're out there helping to advocate on behalf of others and bring people together and do some great work. And we're really excited about the work that you all are doing.
Anytime a redneck can be bestowed anything, it's a good thing. Here we go.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
So as my first official order of business as the new Colonel of Kentucky is to get my cameraman Nick his first Kentucky buck. Steve had another spot for us that was right on the edge of a grass field that he had oversown with imperial clover. It ought to be a hot spot, and not just because it's still 95 degrees. Same song, different verse. We know there's a shooter in there, he's just not making it to the field before dark.
But once again, persistence pays off, and a shooter finally shows up in front of Nick. And don't you worry about it, he put the judo chop on him. Waka!
I'm probably gonna shoot that deer. He's gonna have to do a lot of shrinking if I don't. That is my very first deer in Kentucky. Awesome, baby. What? Right there, man. Right there. And I aimed low. Tried to get a little low because I figured he was going to duck, you know. What else could you ask for? I've hunted a long time, man, and it never, especially with a bow, it never works out like that. I mean, it's just, you just read the script. Whew, thank you, Lord. I left you a few bucks in case you didn't see it. This place is crazy. We can hear Steven coming. I'm gonna walk out here and see if I can get my arrow. And when he pulls up, we'll get on this blood trail. I don't think he's gone too far, but any hunter knows when you don't see him fall, you second guess yourself. Oh yeah, that is never a bad sign. Man, I love your state. Heck no. Man, it looks good, but I mean, it's like I said when we was getting out here, you know, I mean, you know how a deer hunter is. If you don't see him fall, you second guess yourself. So I want to see if we can get our hands on him before it gets too dark. All right, right here, right here, right here. Hang on, Stephen. Oh, he ought to be, man, he ought to be freaking pumping blood. I mean, it was a little back, like I said, but boy, things look different on the ground, don't they? Yeah, he some right here. Problem is, this dirt has soaked it all up. Oh man, I definitely didn't think he'd gone this way. Come on, he took a step. There it is, right there. All right, this next step, right there. Next step. I saw it right up there, but I lost it. Look at that buck, Tim. Look at that velvet coming off right there. Man, what a beautiful, beautiful Kentucky deer. Oh, and a breeze, thank you. We ain't had a breeze all week. Just miserably, miserably hot. We've had to bathe in those scent killer wipes every time we get in the stand. But man, it has been worth it. This is my very first Kentucky deer. Tell me how you did that Whitetail Institute clover. I mean, did you just broadcast it? Because I mean, there's just huge clumps. I mean, there's big old heads of clover out there in that field. You know, you tell me you just kind of sowed it.
Yeah.
You just came in and just kind of just roughed the ground up maybe a little bit.
Roughed the ground up with a set of chain hairs.
Yeah.
And then
just
spread it. And that
top-suited
clover just takes off like that.
We were sitting there still doing our high fives and text messages and all this kind of stuff, and 5 more bucks come out and just get right in there and feed around in that clover. We got a bunch of cow pastures and stuff down there, so I'm gonna take some advice from the master, and I'm gonna put me some clover out in some pastures too, because this is absolutely amazing.
5 or 6 farms, and I use it on all of them.
Well, man, that's I tell you what, Tim and I have seen 2 farms this week, and they are just loaded with bucks like this, and I can't thank you enough. Tim, thank y'all so much for the opportunity, man. I'm so blessed and to be able to work with you guys, and I really appreciate the opportunity y'all gave me. Man, what a beautiful deer. Got a small 4 on that side, good 4 on this side. I'm absolutely tickled to death. We got a long pull.
A long pull.
Man, we got a long pull. You reckon that thing will come around here and pick him up? Can we get it around here?
After sitting around all summer, we're all anxious to get back in the woods, but early season can also be a frustrating time. Not just because of the heat you have to deal with, but because there's so much food when the deer's diet consists mostly of browse. So you really need something to suck those deer in, like Whitetail Institute food plots, or if your state allows it, some of that apple obsession. And of course, play the wind.
So do I have to salute you or just call you Colonel Sanders?
Colonel's fine. Give me a piece of that chicken.
You done lost your mind.
Man, I'm the Colonel.
You're about to be Colonel Handless. Stick your hand back in this bucket.
We know there's a shooter in there. I almost did a judo chop. We know there's a shooter in there. He's just not coming out to the field. Okay, ready?
Don't you worry, Nick put the judo chop on him. Nick put the judo chop on him.